the actual whole foods are that are not in packages, they're not processed. This generally leads to me not only feeling a lot better because I'm eating healthier, real whole foods, but also ends up being a lot cheaper.
Your grocery store might also have an ugly section where they put all the not so great looking stuff in a pile. Buy this.
Walk into any supermarket and it looks like everything is organized for your convenience. Bright displays, bold price tags, and shelves stacked perfectly to catch your eye. But here's the truth. The real money savers aren't the items in the flashy end-of-aisle displays or those glossy new arrival signs. They're the quiet products, hidden in plain sight, sitting a little lower on the shelf or tucked away in categories most shoppers skip. These items are cheaper, better quality, or longer lasting than their big-name competitors.
A lot of times generic and name brand will actually be made at the same facility. They just put like different packaging on it and stuff. A lot of times the ingredients are very close to being the same.
And if you know how to spot them, you'll stretch your grocery budget a lot further. Here are 7 supermarket products hiding in plain sight that can save you big without sacrificing quality. 1. Generic pantry staples that beat name brands. Flour, sugar, salt, and rice might seem like boring purchases, but they're the backbone of every pantry. Most shoppers grab familiar national brands, thinking they're guaranteed higher quality. The truth? Store brand versions often come from the exact same factories as the big names, just with a different label. A bag of generic sugar or flour can cost up to 40% less, and you'll never taste the difference in your baking or cooking.
Where the actual whole foods are that are not in packages, they're not processed. This generally leads to me not only feeling a lot better because I'm eating healthier, real whole foods, but also ends up being a lot cheaper.
The trick is to buy these in bulk when possible. Generic rice and oats in particular last for months and can slash your weekly grocery bill. It's the least flashy purchase in the store, but one of the smartest. 2 rotisserie chickens that double as multiple meals. One of the best-kept secrets in supermarkets is the rotisserie chicken section. For the price of a single meal at a fast food drive-thru, you can buy a fully cooked chicken that stretches across multiple dinners. Tear it apart for sandwiches, shred it for tacos, or toss it into salads and soups. Many supermarkets even price their rotisserie chickens lower than the raw version because they use them as a traffic driver to get you into the store. What looks like a quick dinner solution is actually one of the most cost-efficient ways to feed a family for days. 3. The discounted produce rack. Walk past the perfect pyramids of shiny apples and flawless bell peppers, and you'll usually find a small section in the produce department that most people ignore. This is the discounted produce rack, where slightly bruised or overripe fruits and vegetables are sold at a fraction of the cost. Here's the thing. Those bananas with a few brown spots are sweeter and perfect for smoothies or baking. Those tomatoes starting to wrinkle are ideal for sauces.
Brown bananas and you have so many in the freezer, you're never gonna make the banana bread. Why not turn those scraps of almost rotted fruit into freezer jam? Your grocery store might also have an ugly section where they put all the not so great looking stuff in a pile. Buy this.
By shopping the ugly produce section, you not only save money, but also help cut down on food waste. For creative cooks, this rack is a gold mine hiding in plain sight. 4. Bulk bin staples that quietly slash costs. Bulk bins are the section most shoppers stroll past without a second thought. But if you stop and scoop, you'll see the savings add up fast. Dried beans, lentils, spices, nuts, and grains often cost far less per pound than their prepackaged counterparts. Buying spices in bulk is especially powerful. A jar of cinnamon on the shelf can cost $5, while the same amount from the bin costs less than $1. The same goes for snacks like trail mix or granola. Not only do you save money, but you also control how much you buy. No wasted, half-used bags gathering dust in your pantry. 5. Frozen vegetables that beat fresh. Everyone is told to shop the perimeter of the store for fresh produce. But here's what they don't say. Frozen vegetables are often a smarter buy. They're picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen, locking in nutrients.
Conception that prepackaged and like fast food and junk food is always cheaper than not, but I do not think that is correct.
Buy like frozen strawberries and stuff, they get gooey, but this frozen mango, I don't know. Does it have honey in it? I have no idea. So cheap.
Fresh produce, on the other hand, often spends days in transit and storage before it even hits the shelves. A bag of frozen broccoli or spinach can last months, costs significantly less, and eliminates the pressure to cook it immediately. If you're tired of throwing out wilted produce every week, the freezer aisle is where your money really stretches. 6. Store-brand dairy products. Milk, cheese, and yogurt are items most households buy weekly, and the savings here add up more than you'd think. National brands dominate the eye-level spots in the dairy case, but store brands quietly sit nearby at a lower price point. Milk is regulated by strict quality laws, so the taste difference is almost non-existent. Shredded cheese, cream cheese, and sour cream also come from the same suppliers in many cases.
That name brand, especially canned goods, are actually the exact same as the no-name or store brand kinds. They're actually made in the same factory.
By switching just these everyday items to the supermarket label, a family can save hundreds of dollars over a year without noticing any drop in quality. 7. The day-old bakery section. Everyone loves the smell of fresh bread, but the smarter shoppers head to the corner where yesterday's loaves are stacked. The day-old bakery section is one of the easiest ways to save on bread, pastries, and bagels. Most of these products are still perfectly soft and flavorful, but they're discounted heavily to make room for today's batch. Toasting, freezing, or repurposing them in recipes makes them taste just as good. French toast, bread pudding, or croutons are actually better with slightly older bread. What looks like leftovers is actually a budget-friendly hidden gem. Wrapping it all up, supermarkets are built to nudge you toward higher-priced items with flashy displays, brand logos, and convenient packaging. But the true money savers are sitting quietly in corners most people ignore. Generic pantry staples, rotisserie chickens, discounted produce, bulk bins, frozen vegetables, store-brand dairy, and the day-old bakery rack all stretch your dollars while delivering the same, if not better, results.
Buy in bulk than it would be to buy separately. So you actually have to pay attention to the unit price of stuff, because a lot of times that will actually tell you what is the cheapest or most expensive when things are different sizes.
Learning to see these hidden products is like unlocking a supermarket cheat code. It's not about clipping coupons or chasing sales flyers. It's about paying attention to the overlooked sections where value lives. Once you get used to shopping this way, you'll start to see every aisle differently. And the best part? You'll walk out of the store with a fuller cart, a lighter bill, and the satisfaction of knowing you've mastered the art of spotting hidden savings.